Hello everyone, today I'll be teaching you grammar. Please take out your GRW book, GRW E 29, adjective, alright? Okay, so just like every lesson, we will do some revision at the beginning of the lesson, right? So the first revision we will be doing for today is comparative and superlative adjective. Remember, we have learned that last time. So I'll be doing two revision with you. One is for comparative adjective and superlative adjective. Let's go with comparative adjective first, but before that I'll show you a video, okay? So eyes on the TV. I have showed you this video last time, but I would like you to tell me something after you watch this video, okay? So please watch carefully. Here we go. Okay.
You're faster than me at juggling.
Yes, I'm faster than you. And I'm better than you at tricks.
Yes, but I'm more surprising than you.
Fast. Faster. Small. Smaller. Big. Bigger. High. Higher. Big. Bigger. Safe. Safer. Noisy. Noisier.
Okay, so we have watched this video, right? Let's look at the board now. Okay, so this is the video for comparative, okay? For comparative, how many things do we compare in comparative? How many people were juggling in the video, remember? There were two people juggling, right? I am faster than you at juggling. I am faster than you. I and you, right? So in comparative, usually we compare two things, right? Remember that? We have learned that. And then the form is we do something with the adjective, right? We add, okay, adjective with what, and what. It can be adjective with, remember, mainly it is adjective with, we add er, right? Or if the adjective ends with y, what we have to do? We add ier, remember that? Or we add, if the adjective ends with e, what we have to do? We can add r, right? Faster, and then, so adjective with er or ier or r, right? And then we remember we add then. Okay, this is the form of comparative adjective. In comparative adjective, we compare two things, remember, okay? The form is adjective with er or ier or r, and the word then, okay? So let's use the comparative adjective to complete this revision, okay? So here, I am what you, and then I give you, is tall an adjective? Yes, right? Tall is an adjective. Remember what is an adjective? Adjective describes some things, right? Describe something. For example, so here's the stick again. Here is the marker again, right? The stick and the marker. Which adjective will you use to describe these two things? What do you want to use? You can use big, right? Or you can use tall, right? So this stick is taller than the marker, right? So I'm using the adjective tall to describe this stick, right? These two things. I use tall to compare them. Okay? This is how we compare. Moving on. Okay. So here is I am what you. Tall. Okay. So remember, whenever we have to change the adjective, we look at the last two letters, right? We look at the last two letters. Yeah, so tall ends with LL, right? Both of them are they vowel? Is letter L a vowel? Remember what's a vowel? It's A-E-I-O-U, right? Is letter L a vowel? No, right? They are consonant. So normally we just add, what do we add? We add ER, right? I am taller, and then what do we add? Then I am taller than you. Two things, right? I, you. Two things. That's why we use comparative. Okay, number 2. His shoes or what? Mine. Okay. So there are two things, right? His shoes and mine. Mine means my shoes. So two kind of things, right? So we use comparative. And this adjective, it ends with the letter Y, right? If the adjective ends with letter Y, what we have to do we add ER? Do we add R? Do we add IER? What do you think? You got it. We cross out the Y and add IER, right? So his shoes are dirtier than mine. Okay? Adjective ends with Y. We cross out the Y and add IER. Okay? Next one. Mangoes or what apples? Okay. The adjective large, it ends with E, right? Large. If adjective ends with E, what we have to do? Oh, wait. How many things are there? Two things again, right? So we use comparative. Yeah. Mangoes or what apples? Large. Large ends with the adjective E, so we have to add ER? Or just R? Yes, we add R. Mangoes are larger than, right? Mangoes are larger than apples. Remember to add then, okay, after you add something to the adjective. Okay, for this one, I'll let you think for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Soup is what? Water. Hot. Oh, so this one, look at the last two letters. It ends with a vowel and a consonant, right? Vowel, A-E-I-O-U. Hot. This adjective is hot. It ends with letter O, the vowel O, and T, right? So again, they're comparing two things, right? Soup and water. So soup is hotter than water. How do we spell hotter here? What do we have to do if it ends with a vowel and a consonant? We have to, what do we have to do? We have to do something. We have to double, yes, double the last consonant, okay, and then we add ER. Hotter than. Understand, everyone? I hope you understand. Oh my god, sorry. Yep. Soup is hotter than water. Okay? So we are done with the comparative division. Now, adjective, superlative degree. So last time we have learned some of the rules about superlative, right? Superlative. Let's start with the video again. Let's see if you remember, okay?
Snail number 1 is slow. Snail number 2 is slower. Snail number 3 is the slowest, but it's also the prettiest.
How many things do we compare? Later you have to answer me, okay? And basically, what do we add? High becomes the highest. Big becomes the biggest. Safe becomes the safest. Noisy becomes the noisiest. Right? Okay. Now we had a look on this, right? How many things do we compare in superlative? It says snail number 1 is slow. Snail number 2 is slower. Snail number 3 is the slowest. So how many snails were there? 3, right? So basically in superlative, we compared 3 things or more than 3 things, okay? 3 or more than 3, okay? Now, what is the form of it? Snail number 3 is the slowest. So basically, the form of superlative adjective is we add the, okay? We add the first, then we change the adjective, okay? Basically, superlative, in superlative, how do we change the adjective? We add the basic one. So in comparative, we add er, right? The basic one, very basic one. In superlative, we add est, right? est in superlative when we are comparing 3 or more than 3 things, right? Just like, do you want me to show you some examples? Here we go. Okay, so here's a stick, here's an eraser, here is a marker. Okay, if I want you to use superlative to compare that, if I want you to use superlative to compare the eraser, okay, if I want you to compare the eraser, superlative form, how do you want to compare? Which adjective you want to use to describe the eraser? The eraser is small, right? So there are 3 things, right? How do you say that? So if I give you the adjective small, you will just focus on the thing that is small. So the eraser is the smallest, okay? The eraser is the smallest, right? The smallest, okay? Basically, this is how we use superlative. Just remember, when we compare more than 3 things or 3 things, okay, we use superlative. When we just compare 2 things, two things, okay, we use comparative. Okay, so So basically the form of superlative is we add the and then adjective, est, or if the adjective ends with y in superlative, what we have to do, just like here, noisy becomes the noisiest, right? Noisy becomes the noisiest here. So what do we add in the end? You got it. The answer is here. That is iest. Iest. How about if the adjective just ends with e? We have to just add st. Simple as that. Okay? Now we may look at some exercises so you know how to use them. Okay. I am what person in the world happy? So they gave you I and in the world. So in the world, there are lots of people. So basically there are more than 3, right? So we use superlative here. As always, we add the, right? Okay, happy. Happy ends with the letter Y, right? It ends with the letter Y, right? So what we have to do? We have to cross out the Y and add IEST. Correct? Okay. Alright, number 2. Sam is what boy in the class? Sam is what boy in the class? So, Sam and in the class. In the class there are many people. Basically more than 3, right? So, again, superlative. Sam is the... Okay, it ends with... Anything special here? Anything special? Nothing, right? LL. Both are consonant, not a vowel. So, we just add the basic form. EST. The tallest boy in the class. Number 3. Summer is what season? Hot. Okay. The adjective hot, again, ends with a vowel and a consonant, right? If an adjective ends with a vowel and a consonant, what we have to do? You know it. So, summer is the season. Season. How many seasons do we have? Summer, spring, autumn, winter, right? 4 seasons. More than 3. Again, so we use superlative. Is the hottest. If an adjective ends with a vowel and a consonant, we double the end. Okay, double the end. T, H-O-T becomes H-O-T-T and then E-S-T. Simple as that. You have learned that. Tom is what person I know? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, I know. There are lots of people you know, basically more than 3. So, again, we use superlative. Tom, not Sam. Tom is the adjective ends with E, so what we have to do? Do we add EST? N-I-C-E-E-S-T? No, we just add ST, will be enough for us. Tom is the nicest person I know. So if you understand that, the next page is going to be very easy for you, okay? Please turn to your book, page 18. So everyone, I have explained to you page 17 already, the usage of superlative adjective, right? Now let's move on to page 18. We have to do some exercise here. So here you just have to change the adjective. No need to add the, okay? Because they have already added like for you, okay? The is all like is already here for you, so you don't have to add the, you just have to like change the adjective. Maybe you can add est, iest, or st, depends on the situation of each adjective. Okay, okay, number 1. All right, I am the, let's read. I am the what in my family? The adjective tall. I am the tallest. Anything special? No, right? They are consonant, LL. So we add EST. Right? Number 2. My kitten is the, you know what is a kitten? A kitten is a baby cat. A very cute baby cat. Okay, my kitten is the, alright, again, it ends with LL. So we add EST. Smart. The smallest. Okay? Number 3. The blue ball is the oh, big. There's something special here. What is so special? It ends with a vowel and a consonant. What we have to do? How do we spell biggest? We double the last letter, okay? B-I-G, and then G. One more G, okay? Because there's a vowel here. I is a vowel. Remember that. Biggest. Okay? 4 to 8. 5 questions. Do it by yourself. 1 minute. Okay? Do it in 1 minute. Your time starts now. Alright, the time is up. So let's look at question number 4 to 8. Okay, my ruler is the longest. So consonant, consonant. Nothing special, right? So we just add EST. Okay? Number 5. Number 5 is the rubber is the cheapest. So here, here there are 2 vowels, right? There are 2 vowels, and it is a long vowel sound, right? Cheapest, cheapest. So here we don't have to double, okay? You see 2 vowels here, right? And it's a long vowel sound, cheapest, okay? So that's why we don't have to change anything. Cheap becomes cheapest. We just add EST. That would be enough for us. Okay? David is the smartest. Consonant, consonant. Right? So we just add EST. David is the smartest in the class. Remember to read with me, okay? Number 7, let's read. Ice cream is the coldest. Coldest. Anything special? No. So we add EST. Okay. Number 8, let's read. I am the happiest. So happiest. How do we spell happiest? If the adjective ends with Y, we cross out the Y and add, what do we add? IEST. Good job. IEST. Okay? Check your answers. Done? Okay. If you're done, then please look at page number 19. Page number 19, you have to look at the pictures. You have to look at the pictures and choose the correct answer and put a tick in the box next to it. So you have to look at the pictures next to the questions, okay? And read and choose the suitable adjective for each questions, all right? For each questions. So number 1, John is the what runner in the team? John is the what runner in the team? So John, one person, right? The team. Do you know what the team is? A team is a group with people. So if you know, team is a group of people, it means there are many people, right? It can be many people. So for more than 2 people, for more than 3 people, right? What do we use? Do we use the normal adjective, comparative, or superlative? We use superlative. And there is one more word tells you that we have to use superlative. Which word is it? The word is over here. The, right? John is the, we do not say John is the fast runner, right? And we do not say John is the faster runner in the team. That should be the with EST. Remember? The fastest. So the answer is this. All right. Number 2. This is the what film I have ever seen. This is the what film I have ever seen. Sorry. Okay. This is the so here the person has watched a film and he's comparing the movies that he or she had watched before as well. So in your life you have watched many movies, right? So here, do we use comparative, superlative, or normal adjective? This is the funnier movie, or this is the funniest movie? Funniest movie. This word also tells you we have to use superlative, right? This is the funniest film I have ever seen. Number 3 to 5, you do it by yourself. 1 minute starts now. 3 to 5, you do it by yourself. Remember to look at the question. Okay, remember to read. Your 1 minute starts now. Alright, are you done, everyone? Are you done? Okay, right now we will be checking the answers, okay? So, number 3. Her handwriting is what than mine? Her handwriting is what than mine? Okay, so her, the first person, right? And mine. Look at the question in your book, okay? Her and mine. How many people are they comparing? 2, right? So if they're comparing 2 people, which kind of adjective do we use? Comparative, superlative, or just the normal one? Her handwriting is neater. It's neater, okay? It's neater. It's neater. It's neater than mine. And the word than also tells you that we have to use comparative. Okay? Neater than mine. Okay? Check your answers. Number 4. Samson was the what man in the world? Wow. Was the. Okay. This word, the, tells you something, right? We use. What kind of adjective do we use after the? We use the normal one. We use comparative, or we use superlative. Superlative. Samson and in the world. So there are many people in the world. This also tells you that we use superlative, okay? Number 5. My father is very... How many people do you see in this question? In this sentence? Only one, right? Only one. So, is one adjective enough to describe a person? Yes. Okay? My father is very taller, tallest, or tall. For one person, we just use the adjective. Okay? We use adjective to describe one thing, one noun, right? Remember what's a noun? Animal, people, place, and things, right? We use adjective to describe a noun. We use comparative adjective to compare 2 things, to compare, okay? And we use superlative to compare 3 or more than 3 things. Remember that, okay? My father is just a person. So we just use the normal adjective to describe father. My father is very tall. Okay, check your answers. Okay, after, if you are done with checking your answers, we will be moving on to page 20. Okay, page 20. It's a comprehension, all right? It's a comprehension. What is the title of this comprehension? What's the title of this comprehension, everyone? The title is, the title over here is A Tree for Me, right? This is the title. A Tree for Me. Yeah, this is the title. Let's read, okay? Before we start with the comprehension. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. My grandfather bought me a special present. Okay, so bought. Do you know what's the meaning of bought? Bought is the past tense of buy. Okay, it means buy. It means buy. Okay, a special present. Present is means a gift. Okay, it means gift. Gift. Okay. My grandfather bought me a special present. It was a small tree. Grandpa told me that the tree would grow to be big and strong. Okay, told, the meaning of told is mean tell, okay? Tell. You tell somebody something, right? This is the meaning of tell. Okay? Okay. The tree would grow to be big and strong. And he said, I am like a tree who would grow big and strong too. Grow. Okay? Something gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You also grow. We also grow, right? Okay, big and strong. Okay, let's do it here. We decided to plant the tree in my garden. When the tree grows, I can climb the tree. I will get Grandpa to help me build a tree house in it. It is a tree just for me. Wow. Okay, so we are done with this reading, right? Now all you have to do is answer these questions in complete sentences. Okay, in complete sentences. Okay. Question number 1. Let's read it. 1, 2, 3. What is the boy's present? What is the boy's present? The boy's present is... Let's look at the first line. My grandfather bought me a special present. It's like here. It was a small tree. So, the boy's present is a small tree, okay? In the comprehension, it says it was a small tree, right? But here they ask you, what is? So you answer like the questions, okay? The subject is, so subject comes first. The boys present, that's the subject, right? The boy's present is what? 1, 2, 3. Is small tree, right? Is a small tree. So this is the answer for number 1. Okay, please write it on number 1 for me. The boy's present is a small tree. Okay, number 2. Who bought the boy a present? Who bought the boy a present? Who was that? Just look at the first line, you will know. My grandfather bought me a special present. So who is that? Grandfather, right? Who bought the boy a present? Grandfather is a subject. Grandfather. And the verb is bought. Remember what is the meaning of bought? It means that is buy, okay? Grandfather bought the boy a present. Complete sentence, okay? What is the... Okay, please write down on the line. Okay, done. Number 3. What does the boy want his grandfather to help him to build? So basically this question is about what does, like, the boy wants what? Like, what kind of help the boy wants from his grandfather? What he wants to build. Build. Do you know what is build? It means make something, okay? So can you find the verb build for me in the second paragraph? It is over. Where is it? It's over here, right? So we found it. Build a what? Build a tree house, right? Tree house. So what does the boy want his grandfather to help him to build? Okay. The subject is the boy, right? The boy. Remember, if they ask does, what tenses do we use for does? Past tense, present tense, which tense? Present tense, okay? So the verb here is this, okay? The boy wants. We add s. Want is grandfather, right? Grandfather to help him build, just like this, build a tree house. The boy wants his grandfather to help him build a tree house. Okay? Please write down the correct answer. Alright, are you done with that? Okay, I hope you are done with that. So since we have some time left, we can do some revision of superlative and comparative. So here is an exercise. Let's do it together. All right, let's do some exercise on comparative and superlative, okay? So remember, for comparative, we compare how many things in comparative? We compare two things, okay? We compare two things in comparative. And for superlative, how many things do we compare in superlative? We compare 3 things or more than 3 things, right? So this challenge is for you. Let's see if you can see the difference between comparative and superlative. Which situation we have to use comparative and superlative. So if you remember, for comparative, we add adjective with er or ier or r with then, right? And for superlative, we add the adjective, add est, st, or iest, depending on the situation. Okay? Let's look at number 1 now. Let me adjust it a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's look at number 1. Number 1, Ali is what then Adam? Here, do we use comparative or superlative? We use comparative, yes. So we add, what do we add? We add IER, ER, or just R. Tall ends with the consonant LL, right? Both are consonant. So we just add ER, right? 2 things. Ali, Adam, 2 things. That's why I use comparative. Ali is taller than Adam. Okay? Number 2. Okay, I'm gonna do it with you. Then from 3 to 6, that will be a challenge for you, okay? Pineapples are what than oranges? How many things do you see here? The first one you see is pineapples, right? And the second thing you see here is oranges, right? Which one is the adjective in this whole sentence? The adjective is 3, 2, 1. That is sweet, right? Sweet. So pineapples are what than oranges? For 2 kind of things, we use superlative or comparative. Comparative. Yes, we use comparative. So we add, there are 2 vowels, right? 2 vowels and a consonant. So we just add ER. Okay? So sweet becomes sweeter. Remember the exercise we did here? Cheap becomes cheapest. Right? Because it ends with 2 vowels and a consonant. 2 vowels. CHEAP, right? EA, 2 vowels. So we just normally add the adjective form. So here is superlative. So we just add EST. Here is the comparative. So we just add ER. Okay? Number 3. It's your time to show me. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, number 3. Let's see if you're right. This is the what book I've ever read. This is the I've ever read. Okay, this is the book. So there's one book here, right? I've ever read. So basically, you have read like lots of book, right? It can be probably more than 3 books. So do we use comparative or superlative? We add superlative, right? Because there are more than 3 things, more than 3 books. I bet that you have read more than 3 books in your whole life, right? This is the saddest book I've ever read. Okay, sad becomes, so S-A-D ends with a vowel and a consonant. So how to spell saddest? Saddest. S-A-D-D-E-S-T. Good job. S-A-D-D-E-S-T, because vowel and a consonant, okay? Double the last consonant and add E-S-T for superlative. Okay, number 4. Your turn. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Winter is the what season? So I told you. How many seasons are there? How many seasons are there? Winter, summer, autumn, spring, right? 4 seasons. So how many seasons is this sentence comparing? More than 3, right? So do I add ER or I add EST? If it is ER form, we call that comparative, okay? And for EST form, we call that superlative. Oh, the TV is sleepy. All right. Winter is the coldest season. Coldest. How do we spell coldest? Anything special in the end? No, right? They both are consonant. So we just add EST. Yes. Cold becomes coldest. COLDEST. All right. Number 5. Your turn. My bag is what? Then yours. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. My bag is, okay, my, one person, my bag. Your bag, yours. How many person are there? 2. For 2 things or 2 people, right? What do we use? Do we use the EST form or ER form? We use the ER form, right? But here, okay, comparative, okay? 2 things, comparative. Heavy, it ends with the letter Y. If it ends with letter Y, what we have to do, we have to cross out the Y and add IER. Heavy becomes heavier. My bag is heavier than yours. Remember to add then as well. Okay, number 6. Moving on to number 6. Okay. Sarah's dress is what than mine? Short. Which one is the adjective, everyone? The adjective here is short. Good job. How many things they are comparing in the sentence? That should be 2 things, right? Sarah's dress and mine. It means my dress. So 2 dresses. Sarah's dress and my dress. So if we are comparing 2 things, what kind of adjective do we use? We use comparative, right? We use comparative. So short becomes shorter. Anything special? How do you spell shorter? 1, 2, 3. Okay, check your answer. That should be SHORTER, because it ends with R and T. Both are consonant. Nothing special, right? So shorter. Number 7. Summer is what than autumn? How many seasons they're comparing here? Summer, autumn. 2 things again, right? So if there are 2 things here, what kind of adjective do we use? The ER one or the EST one? Comparative or superlative? That should be comparative. Yes. Summer is what than autumn? They gave you the adjective hot. Wow. Something special is here. O-T. H-O-T. Hot. It ends with a vowel and a consonant, right? So if an adjective ends with a vowel and also a consonant, what we have to do? We have to double the last consonant, right? So hot becomes hotter. How to spell hotter? H-O-T-T-E-R. Okay, same goes for here. Number 8, the elephant is what than the mouse? The adjective is big. The elephant, the first thing is the elephant and the mouse. How many things? 2 things, right? The first thing is the elephant, the second thing is the mouse. The mouse, right? So there are 2 things. What kind of adjective do we use? Comparative or superlative? The elephant is bigger than the mouse. Bigger. Again, there's something special here. It ends with a vowel and a consonant, right? So the elephant is bigger than the mouse. How to spell bigger in comparative? B-I-G-G-E-R, because it ends with a vowel and a consonant. Double the last consonant and add ER. Okay? Number 9. This TV is the what one at the shop? Okay. How many things are there? This TV is one, and at the shop. So in a shop, is there only 2 TVs in a shop? If you are looking for a television for your home and you go to the shop to get it, right? So there are many options for you. There are many kind of TVs you can choose, right? So basically they are comparing more than 3 things, right? So we use comparative or superlative. We use superlative, right? The TV is, the has been done for you. The TV is the what at the shop? Big becomes biggest, right? How to spell biggest here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. B-I-G-G-E-S-T. Yes. Okay. Last one. Number 10. Tim can run what than Bill? So Tim, the first person is Tim, and the next person is Bill, right? The next person is Bill. How many people are there? 2 people, right? So, do we use comparative or superlative? We use comparative to compare 2 things or 2 people, right? So, Tim can run faster than Bill. How to spell faster? F-A-S-T-E-R. Okay. So, everyone, I hope you have understand all the correct form of comparative and superlative adjective, as we have done lots of revision on that. On the next lesson we will be learning something new, so please do revision on that, okay? The one we have learned. Thank you so much for watching.